Hello and welcome everyone back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and my players, as always. Two are present and one in spirit. It's a regular occurrence now. As we carry on with our Rogue Trader game, where I'm struggling to make sure everything is up and running. Hang on. Yeah, it seems like we are live and things are connected, so that is rather good. So in the last episode, our group and the Izmirians had done glorious combat against the Shadow. It's actually the Shadow Kith, but I'm just going to call them the Shadow Kin for now because it encompasses all of them. The Shadow Kin, as they had approached the town of Izmir. It was a resounding success on our players' behalf, as the Shadow Kin and a Nurglin were defeated, and only one Izmirian was killed. Upon returning to Izmir, there was a great celebration and orgy, as there are most nights, but this one was just a little bit more special, as there was a reason for it. Our group, being disgusted by the orgy, as usual, decided to retreat to their sanctums and chill out. Essentially, they didn't really do much after the battle. However, our Adeptus Mechanicus comrade was presented with some data as a grapple hawk, which Darius had noticed before over at the crash site, where Heinrich had noticed before, where over at the Cow crash site, and noticed again on the battlefield. Cray had a data package delivered to him, which gave coordinates for a meeting place. There was no time given about when this meeting would happen, but Cray does know, because of his implant, roughly where it is. Perhaps Cray spent the evening working on retrieving this data and learning a bit more about it. Cray, I can inform you, it is a more outdated Adeptus Mechanicus code, cipher, that was used to encrypt the data package. It is known.
He didn't like that.
He didn't like it. He left.
He was offended by that. Outdated? Never. Mechanicus? Outdated? Never. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
It turns out that it is an old code, but it's a code that has been more or less left to the use of void farers. So if you grew up on a void ship, you would be common with this type of cipher. Particularly rogue traders would also, their Adeptus Mechanicus personnel on their ships would use this code in particular. You were able to decipher it. There was no name given, which again is unusual. You would have expected there to be some sort of name or some sort of binary code for exactly who is transmitting it. But yeah, there were no names, only a meeting place and the fact that it is the Adeptus Mechanicus code to inform you of who is trying to contact you. So,
for fuck's sake. God damn it, Albie. It's an old meme, but it checks out.
So we come back to we start a new day, as it is. I haven't actually updated the time and date. Or did I update it? No, I didn't. So we're currently on the 95th day of your inhabitants of this lovely little world.
Nice. Okay. Ow. Sorry, my back's killing me. Don't know why.
It's the age. It comes.
Should be.
It does, it does.
And just like that, did Craig tell us about the signal?
No.
I don't think so.
He will.
I will. What was the last bit I did? I think I was gathering. Oh no, I was stashing the stuff in the warehouse, wasn't I?
Yes.
Okay.
Gray and Cooney essentially moved stuff into the warehouse away from the Izmirians. Cray is currently in the workshop, deciphering the encrypted code, and I have to zoom out a bit more.
Hey, get out the fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second.
And it is just up to you all.
Sorry, I was
to
getting attacked
decide.
by a doggo.
What
I
you
wasn't saying
doing?
get it fuck the doggo, but I was getting attacked by Saya because I always get attacked by Saya. She's back again.
Interesting.
Like you said my name. You called, master.
You said doggo? Yes. That's my cue. Stage left, is that right?
Kindred spirit.
Hello. You're right. Right. So we dropped off materials. They were celebrating. I want to like make a motion to Innes that, or at least let Innes know that the guys that have their cleavers are not to sell them unless told otherwise. That's a badge of office or a sign they are trusted, kind of.
Kinda.
Oh yeah, sorry, kinda. I trust Innes. I don't trust. Oh, I don't always trust them, but at least. Yeah, like
What do you
carrying the
do?
cleaver means carrying the cleaver means you will help us with fighting in the future. If they don't like that, they can return the cleaver to me.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Make sense? Hello.
Anus seems to understand this, and he informs Muttermouth, who informs you that he will pass this along to the blood skinners.
Did anyone? Oh, did anyone? I forgot to ask this last time, but did anyone need that suit of armor?
No.
The
Albie has Cray has Carapace looted off of the pirates. The Tau has Tau armor. I believe you have looted.
I already have composite armor as well, so I'm actually going to I'm going to give Enos the composite armor, the spare one we have. Say this is your sign of office. Show you are our most trusted. And I need to ask him who he can trust to be his second.
Is his armor similar to the one that Heinrich is wearing?
The composite armor, yeah.
May I suggest, Mr. Heinrich, that you maybe paint one of his arms, or one of the arms of the armor?
I am wearing I'm wearing a big old coat over mine. Like I do have what do we call it? So I got the coat from like the where is it? I have the foreman's jacket over the top of mine to help distinguish me a little bit. But I think Oh no, hang on. We did that last time. We did. We were removing the colors from the Shadowkin from it, and just trying to like add some of our own, like trying to make sure that they would put some like the local cloth or whatever over it, or like tie it around for like art bands or whatever. So that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, they put fur. You put fur on the armor, so
yeah.
it and got rid of the rogue trader symbols, or what was left of them.
Yeah. Easy enough done with the knife.
Well,
And it's highly questionable that they have paint here.
Yeah, it's probably like dung mix, like
Yeah,
fucking
shit and blood
well,
mixed together.
That's what some primitive paint basically was like.
I just thought that maybe if you made a hierarchy, a ranking system, it might help bind.
I mean, I stand out. I'm black compared to all of them, so.
I'm going to look back at these creatures that came from a genetic font, and back at you and say, "Well, I wouldn't say that's the only reason why you stand out, Mister Feinberg."
There are ways to make like dyes and stuff anyway, so we can do that. But I think it's more pressing we just get them. None of the only one that really stands out are myself and Enos, and Enos is very clearly one of the tribals, and people fucking know of me, I guess. So. Oh, I see what you said. There's a way to distinguish ourselves at the moment, but once we get a hold of like more armors and stuff like that, as well as the other like improvised leathers, we'll be able to like make a bit more distinguished. Like, oh, here is the equivalent of the team leader we've picked, kind of thing. I was going to say sergeant, but that's not really a sergeant. It's literally like the guy that can yell at his men the best.
The commander, if you will.
Old Yeller.
Sure. Anus takes it, and he seems quite reverent over this gift of a material that he has only ever seen you and Cray wearing. He doesn't even mind about the smell, or the blood splatters and detritus. He seems quite happy.
Yes.
As he goes back to his people, many of them try to touch it, and he slaps their hands away.
Ooh, pretty.
Although I imagine he allows the females to caress him ever so gently.
I'm not going to pay attention to that because I don't want to know which is his mother, which is his sister, which is cousin, which is in between. Which is both. You never know.
No, it would be three things at once.
For sure, Anus
Okay.
has been suitably rewarded for his bravery and overall commitment to the cause. The Imperial cause, mind you.
Yes. Yeah. Does when we give the message, does anyone? You forgot daughter. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. My mind kind of spaced that one to be honest, but thank you for reminding me of it.
The trader would, understands what's been going on, and he informs you that no one has. He did not do any trades for cleavers and alcohol.
Good. I remember that from last time. I had to give him a stern look to not take the fucking cleavers.
Yeah.
Does anyone hand them back to Innes when they hear that they're going to be basically soldiers?
No, no, they kind of see this as an improvement to being sacrificial lambs for,
Okay.
meat gathering duty. Although there are
Okay.
some who are a little bit more clinging on to the old ways and seem to be a bit paranoid that they've upset the spirits of the land. These ones get stern looks and disapproving nods. Talk about the elders' ways and how the shadow kin were part of this world. Anus gives them all a good beating.
I mean, they were part of this world, and now they have been reintegrated into the fucking soil.
Yes.
But into the air.
They're now that too. Yeah, the fucking birds have them now. No, sorry, we fucking burnt them. That's right.
Yeah.
We're just giving them back to the planet. It's all right. All good. It's all good.
It's recycling.
Yes. If Innes has to keep giving out beatings, I have to get him a commissar hat at some point.
He would appreciate this.
The pointy hat. Right. Okay, so we've got that done. Cray is going to tell us about the meeting spot. The next thing we need to look into. I don't trust them with las pistols yet, or las guns, las pistols, whatever they were, just yet.
I mean, if you want, I could take two of the more trusty ones. Yeah, the ones that we can trust a little bit more, and I could teach them how to, aim and shoot. If I could train.
Oh yeah, no, hang on. Cray has claimed the guns because he's looking to repair them. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. They're pretty good for parts at the moment, so yeah, that's fair. It is tempting now to we can get them something else at some point. But what was this? Hang on. Yeah, okay. I think that is more or less it. I probably did this previously, but I'm just gonna make sure it's done. The Archeotech fridge, the Archeotech refrigerator, is going into this place here, this building.
Sure.
Just for now.
I believe it's currently at the other site, but you can move it from.
Oh,
from
it is. Yeah, that's perfect. No, leave it there. That's perfect.
Essentially,
for some reason, I thought I brought it with me.
Everything technological is currently at the Archeotech site, and then unless you specifically state that it's been brought back here, because here has power, but it's limited, whereas the Archeotech site has a pretty consistent and reliable power source. When the wind stops blowing, kind of the power dies here. So,
sure. Yes, at the Dark Age. Yeah, fair enough. What else was there? Okay. So, Cray, do you tell us about the this meeting spot you heard about?
okay. So as the smells of breakfast are well and truly in the air, a dishevelled looking Cray exits the the workshop, approaches the others and informs them that they should enter into the building for a quiet conversation. Thomas is rejected. As
Thomas, step out for a second.
I suppose we'll bring Cooney over because I'm the only one who can move tokens at the moment, it seems. The Archaeotech spider.
You already moved me when you fucking said it, so don't fucking blame me.
Acts as a guard, protecting the door, ensuring no eavesdroppers.
The door changes every time we go in here. First it was here, then it was here, then it was fucking over here.
Yeah, it kind of it moves around like that.
I mean,
Keep
to
the
be
password
honest,
to
the
enter.
pathways on this place all lead to what it looks like a door all over the building. So who knows?
So we can
Might
zoom
have
in now. 'Cause
multiple doorways.
I don't actually need to have it the map zoomed out so we can get everyone in. There we go.
Okay.
So to act as the voice of the beep boop machine, Cray informs you of the data package that was relayed to him. And let me check Cray's sheets, see if he can actually do this or not. Cray, there we go. He has so many law skills. I need to check that he has the right one. No, not law skill, trade skills. At the moment, he does not. So he can attempt a basic. Yeah, I can give him a basic test to see how accurate this is. It's going to be a basic. Oh, okay. He actually rolled quite well. He rolled 19. So with 2 degrees of success, he takes a piece of charcoal and an animal skin and draws a very, very rough map. He tries to do cartography and put in like mountain heights and things, but it just doesn't work at all. So he kind of sighs and mutters to himself about acquiring more knowledge and technologies. However, he is able to point out, mark down where the fuck did that just say lost connection? Don't you dare! No, excellent connection.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. He's able to draw a very medieval looking map where he's, you can put on Izmir, the ruined site, the rogue trader monolith, and marks down another X and informs you all that he was given these coordinates as a meeting spot.
From what?
He informs you that the creature he saw was a grapple hawk, and somewhat archaeotech creature, and that the code is that of the Adeptus Mechanicus, more than likely a rogue trader, admech personnel. He then mutters possibly heretical. Data unconfirmed.
Admech or heretic. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at here. So I'm like, okay, so the little cyberhawk, the cyber familiar we saw we saw that at the Valley as well. Or I saw it at the Valley previously while you guys were on board the ship. It seems it might have some connection to those heretics we saw in the Valley. Or do you trust it? Like, what info did it give you? How did it give you the info? Or actually, I probably don't need to know how it gave you info, but at least what info did it give you besides the location?
He informs you that it was a data package encrypted with Mechanicus code. He would definitely be able to say that it looked in near immaculate condition compared to the servitors that were seen in the canyon.
Yes.
The coloration does not tell you anything.
So what exactly did it give you? Binary. So, okay, yeah, all right, that fine. Okay. That was a thing. Would it have any IFF, like identifier codes or anything like that you would have been able to cross-reference with anything from your Mechanicus background?
He looks at you and almost questions how you know this, but he informs you that it didn't give a name for itself or its owner, which is suspicious. But the fact that it looked in perfect condition makes him believe that it may not have been with the group that were in the canyon, as all of their cyberneticas were in horrendous condition.
Okay.
This was gleaming bronze and gold, whereas the stuff from the canyon was all rusted and fucked up.
Okay. What do you think? I'll look at Cooney. What's your input?
I am not too familiar with the customs of. I'm going to point at Cray. AdMac, as you said. So, I don't know. If they look more pristine, as he said, it might be a good idea to investigate.
Okay. Yeah, we could probably scout it.
A scouting mission would be preferable.
Scouting would be. How far away was it again? Like it's was it more than a day's travel? Like, do we have to go there, rest, and then come back, or can we go there and back in one day?
He informs you that it's going to be roughly 2 days to go there and back. Although the last time the party travelled to that destination, you didn't have the herd beast. So
yeah,
you may. Where did I put movement? I can't remember. It wasn't under the cart. I had a tab for movement. Is it player stuff? It will be player stuff, won't it? Yes, map movement. With the herd beast, you can move 48 miles from Izmir. No, it will be 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a fun one. Do we take any Izmirians with us? What do you think? As muscle? Probably not.
I imagine Cray would not be happy with taking the inbreds to meet the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll spend a day or two. We can spend the day or two provisioning for it, and then we'll set off, and we'll be back in like 4 or 5 days. We need some time to actually discuss. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we take any Izmirians with us. We just go on our own. do make sure we're actually provisioned, like food stashed on the cart. We can take the cart and all with us. We'll take the herd beast to speed things up a little bit. Actually carry more material. Right. Jim's AFK. Okay, Cray. When trading with an unknown member of the Mechanicus, is there any like protocols or anything you need to do, or can we bring them tithe or gift or anything like that to see if we can smooth things over with them if they are non-hostile? Do I have anything not Dark Age technology that I could use, or do I have to go there screeching binary like a madman? He asks.
Technically, you don't need to provide a gift because you are a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus yourself. Oh, come on, why have you done this to me? So I may disappear. I may disappear.
Oh. Internet?
Well, OBS is saying that it's perfect and it's got connection and we're 540, that's 5,400 kilobytes a second. But YouTube is saying otherwise.
Oh no.
I don't understand how one can be so good and one can be like, no, fuck you.
I think they just want to fuck with you.
And I am seeing on the dashboard that people are talking and it is showing that it's moving.
It looks like it's live on my end.
Like my phone is struggling, like it's not actually bringing up the stream. But then I have internet on my phone and it's connected to the hub. I don't quite understand. Yeah, well, as long as it seems to be still live on no, it's now on my phone and working and live. So yeah, it seems to be fine. I guess. Confusing. Oh well, it's working. So yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, you as a maybe if you weren't going with Cray. Oh, now we've lost.
We just lost Albie.
If it was
also, welcome back, Jim.
If it was just you, Heinrich, you would probably need to present a gift. But as Cray is a member of the cult, he should be seen as a brother, and shouldn't need to present anything for the meeting. You can present things if you just want to, get on their good books. So if you had anything that you were happy to get rid of, you could present it. If not, you can just go as yourselves and present yourselves.
What? No! Don't give the village.
And manual labor is something that can be presented and given.
What if we give the elder over to become a servitor?
Well, you'd have to go back and dig a corpse out of the boulders,
I mean,
the elder? He's still alive.
Oh, the elder. Sorry, I thought you meant the Eldar. Never mind.
No, not the elder. Yeah, the elder.
I heard Elda too.
Sorry.
I was going to say you'd have to scrape her off the bottom of a bunch of rocks.
I'm gonna take Potteridge Plop, the Elder, to.
You could present forth an old man as a tithe.
I'm gonna bring him my bag and just shoot him anyway. I don't know why I kept him alive, to be honest.
I mean, he's still alive. He's still there in the prison.
We might have to go actually interrogate him soon. Again. Okay, so shall we get ready to provision? And then we'll get ready to set out there. So it's a 2-day trip. So grab your sleeping bags, your packs. We'll take the provisions with us. I'll make sure I got my spark rocks.
So
how much food do we have left? Quite a lot.
Just to make this a bit easier on who's going and who's staying. So it's you three plus the spider, I should imagine.
Yes.
Are you taking Thomas and Muttermouth? Or are you leaving some of them here?
I think we want to take Muttermouth at the very least because his ability to to be a translator. Thomas has some knowledge of mechanical workings and stuff. He's not a Mechanicus member, but at least he knows some things. Could be interesting to see what he could get out of this. I don't think we take any of the villagers. Don't take the elder yet. Come back and interrogate him, or just put him to death later. Anything else? We're taking the herd beast and card as well. So, as for food, let me just double check again. So we have. I think some of you guys still have food in your own. In your own inventories. I have at least 19 salted meals left over for transport. I just closed my fucking character sheet. You see, I'll portion that out so we get like. What food have you guys got on your gear and tools list? So I think I'm gonna need to put the excess more in the. Hang on, sorry. There's actually in the party supplies.
I have 9 times rations.
Yeah. We still have 5 hanks of herd meat or herd.
Oh yeah. I also have 10 chocolate bars.
Oh, we have 18 days worth of salted meats for 5 people in the cart.
You can also add the rations that Cooney has, so just add 9 times rations too.
Yeah. Oh no, that's for an individual person. We have literally it's enough for 18 days for 5 people there in the cart itself. Yeah.
Yeah, hank of meat is rations for multiple people.
Yeah.
That's
only the salted meats. We still have 5 hanks that need to be properly treated.
They are rotten by now.
Probably. I'll get rid of them.
I can guarantee you hunted that creature a long ass time ago.
That's a while ago. Yeah, that's back when we were farming the ploins.
Yeah.
So.
Hold on. I have a gift for that.
Not the plums. Don't present forth that gift. Oh god damn it.
No!
Now I have to see that all the time. God damn it.
Cheeky fucker.
Look at it. I just fucking love this gift.
I fucking... No, not the ones we had left over, because I think we had some left over to trade, but we never actually got around to trading them. We had more Hanks. We got that traded into food, but we had some left over that we never got around to actually sorting out. Because we're smart.
I should increase
Was there anything
loyalty.
in this?
You're now at loyalty 60.
That motherfucker has a vibe spear.
Who has a vibe sphere?
The shopkeeper.
He has a hunting spear. He has a javelin. He has... No.
Yeah, looking at ranged weapons in the Inquisitor's Handbook.
Right,
Ranged
yeah,
weapons.
so those things, they're not... He doesn't have all of them to sell.
Ah, okay.
They're just items that you can ask and see if he can make, or if they have at the moment. Like, things that he has that he's making are hunting spears, heavy clubs, longbows, javelins. He can technically make a musket, or he has a couple of muskets, but ammo is very limited. Punch daggers, scythes, and then he has like uncommon items as well. Skag fur armor, heavy levers, feudal weld, health kits, throwing spears. A spear thrower, which doubles the range of a javelin.
Yeah, I have one of them for my Architect spear. Or Architect javelin. No, it's actually it's the collapsible spear. God fucking damn GIF.
For some reason I have character projects, Cooney sewer system. Cooney, were you building a sewer system?
I don't recall this, but
apparently Cooney's building proper toilets.
Oh, was that the was that investigating the fucking the pipe network and stuff like that earlier?
No.
You know, how we find out how the vent works.
No, it's character projects, things that characters are working on. You can't add to this, so I've added it at one point. Maybe I was just taking the piss. You know?
I have no idea about any of that. So I only know that the sewer system that I know of is the pipelines that we fixed on the whatchamacallit, the fountain. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make a little train in this place, but
also the town has resources like iron ore, leather, fish oil, glue, stones, and simple components.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember cleaning up the fucking warehouse after they just chucked everything in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get to work provisioning the cart, so making sure we have the food we need, the things of water. If you guys want to look for ammo and other things, I might actually. No, good for. Let me see.
See, Cray remembers she did work on a toilet system, or wanted to. There you go.
Fair enough.
After seeing the Izmirians just shitting wherever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah. I have something here for my like fucking knife, stolen knife. I still haven't used it. My stolen knife has a +1 damage until my next Righteous Fury with it. I haven't used it since, so it's just got that little fucking qualifier on it. Okay. So, while I do provisioning and stuff like that, I'm going to run to the loo. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I kind of had to leave for a little second for my little issue. Are we leaving now, or are we taking some time before we leave for the thing? Because if apparently I was going to make toilets, I'll just try to make a basic latrine.
That's just on the character projects that you mentioned at one point. It's not urgent that it be done. Technically, you can provision yourselves today and leave today and start your journey. That's not an issue. Because it is only the morning. You've like had breakfast and had a meeting and a discussion about, you know, going forth on a journey.
Yes.
Are you taking your drones with you, or are you leaving them? I think they're either in the cart or at the Archaeotech facility.
If I could stash them at the Architect facility, I would do that.
Yeah, they can be left at the Archaeotech facility if you would like. Cool. That is perfectly fine. So for expedience sake, and because there's no one else here to entertain everyone, I shall try and do it best myself. As the group leave the one of the nicer buildings, we'll call it the meeting hall for now, they inform Anus, well, they inform Muttermouth, who then informs Anus that they'll be leaving on an adventure. A number of the Blood Skinners seem to prepare themselves as if they're going with, but then they're informed, no, you must stay here and look after the town and protect it as mighty warriors that you are. Some of the party chuckle at this as they walk off and begin provisioning their cart. Anus goes around and bullies and manhandles the other Blood Skinners and scum and other Izmirians into doing different duties and tasks. One of which seems to be they've kind of remembered they do have fish in the local river, lake. So it seems as if they'll be fishing for a time, as hunting has not been the greatest pursuit of maintaining, you know, population. The crafter and the miner gather up their individuals to go and carry on doing basic jobs that they do in town. The trader would carry on creating liquor, looking after the stills and creating the moonshine that keeps the community running. The sole individual who did not get entirely good healing is still in the medical tent. He still awaits time when he can recover properly. And as the group load up their supplies onto the cart, the servo spider gives a menacing glare, somehow with his scully face, at the individuals, almost implying, "Don't go in my building, bitch." As the group load up the herd beast.
Can it give a binary little tone, and someone just goes there with a Sharpie and makes it, you know, mean eyebrows on the skull?
We just get a bit of moss and like make a moss eyebrow for it.
It uses the Voxcaster to communicate in binary. So whoever has the handheld Voxcaster, there is a, you know, binary, well, Morse code that comes through.
Attach angry eyebrow.
Raises its little micro plasma cutter up in a menacing point and fires a small green energy burst at the end. Izmirians seem to understand. It's all about the body language, that it has no body, but they understand the language of touch my shit and die.
I have no body, but I will kill.
So, as we move over to the map, the world map, there's a quick detour as the drones are sent over to the Archaeotech facility as our party begins their journey.
Yeah.
So, we move the counter onto Izmir, and we begin the march. So, knowing that you're getting close to the orc battle suit, do you want to stop off at the orc battle suit, or do you just want to move on?
I kind of want to take a look at it again. Why not?
Okay.
We can show Cooney. He's like, hey, look, we found orcs.
Let me just double check. This is. I might be able to save you a bit of time. By
It wasn't a battle suit. It was like a battle scene.
Well,
wasn't it?
there is actually a a mega armor battle suit there. It's all rusted and
okay.
and broken. You don't quite get there in one day. You are able to push the herd beast to move quicker. So you can move an extra square if you would like, but that's also you moving quickly. So you're not keeping an eye out for dangers that you may come across or, wildlife, things like that. So it's up to you if you want to push and go further in one day.
No, I think we stick to what we got at the moment.
Okay.
Just
So as you get to a hillier part of the lake, you find a decent spot to where you can prepare a camp. As you actually move along the lake, there's no overt signs of wildlife. You would perhaps see in the distance a couple of herd beasts grazing. Perhaps you see the small bodies of sacoons moving in the distance, but you don't actually encounter anything. So mark off a supply. And there are 5 of you as well, so that's 1 Hank. Of meat down. The next day, you wake up bright and early. There was no dangers in the night, although you do have enough people again to keep people on watch the whole time. The spider skull does also stay online throughout the night in a passive mode. And with its auger, it is able to scan occasionally for any signs of anything. In the morning, you push on. Let me just make sure this is right. Yeah. So in the morning, you push on down and you come across the orc mega armor again. It is in scattered bits, so the main helmet is probably the thing that's in the best condition, although it's rusted and broken. The rest of his armor seems to be scattered about the area. You don't see any fungus growing anywhere, however.
it's like, fuck. Okay. Did we find out, or did we like try and work out last time what the cause of death was, or what exactly did this damage to the suit?
From a guess, you would imagine.
Like, was it high caliber weapons? Was it like really rough melee weapons? Was it like 1,000 cuts from arrows or simple weapons, that kind of thing?
You would plause, like looking at the helmet's over there. That's possibly parts of an arm over there. That might be leg armor over there. And the way that it's scattered, you would guess it blew up in midair and just rained down upon the world. This does, of course, lead to more questions, like why was a mega armor suit flying through the air, and why did it blow up in a way that shrapnel explosives would detonate above the ground and rain down upon the ground. There's a lot of scorched earth around the areas where the parts are scattered.
Okay.
If you peer inside the helmet, you would see that it is a blackened ruin. There is no organic matter remaining inside.
Was okay.
It's in like a 5 meter. It's in like a 5 meter squared or 7 meter squared area of just debris. You know, wires, componentry. There are some bigger parts, you know.
Part of me wonders if this was psychic, but at the same time, maybe just the fucking suit exploded at the same time just from the damage, or just fucking straight up missile launchers, multiple missile launchers. Never fucking know. Titans did it.
There wouldn't be anything left. It got hit by a Titan.
It wouldn't be Titans. It wouldn't be fucking Titan. Jesus, no.
Yeah, this is an orc
it's
suit.
mega armor. It's not it's not the orc mech. It's the big armor suit that the knobs and stuff would wear. The regular foot soldiers. Like, well, not the regular foot soldiers, but like the leaders. Yeah. No, it's not a Gargant.
I think of Space Marine sized orc in armor that kind of got obliterated into bits.
That's a good question. Is it actually orc or is it Krork? Is it Krork?
You would not know. Well, you can roll me Rogue Trader with a minus.
I wouldn't know what a Krork was. I don't think that's possible for me to know what a Krork was.
You're
if they had Eris's character, they might.
You're a rogue trader, so it's possible someone in a collection, you know, a Xenos collection has.
No.
It would be a minus 40 to any rogue trader.
It would be more than that. It would have to be minus 60. Krorks are like not even orcs know about the Krorks. Like literally, it's a remnant from the Eldar and Necrons because they were the only races alive when the Krorks were still alive. The Krork were more akin to Space Marines, but they were like super intelligent orcs.
Yeah,
they're like really high tech Space Marine orcs.
If the Izmirians were once human, the orcs were once Krorks.
Hold on. Do Krorks still exist in the universe?
No, technically not. I mean, it's possible.
Well, no,
it's possible.
They do. They do in fucking what's his name's
Craven's
museum.
Yeah, Craven's.
Yeah, you mean Trazen or whatever the fuck his name is?
Trazen would probably have. I think Trazen actually does have Krorks in his fucking museum.
Oh yeah, but of course he would. He probably has an old one too.
It's possible there is still a Krork empire somewhere out there, but it's highly unlikely. And it was speculated that the beast was.
That is until GW goes like, yeah, fuck it, let's reintroduce them.
Alvy's right. You'll get online when you get enough orcs and you get a strong enough orc to kind of keep them together. You will get something akin to a Krork, which is what the whole Beast of Rises series was supposed to be about. But that was a shit show and a half. They're really badly.
I use that I use that as the example of there's a possibility they still exist, but not as confirmed lore that they do. They basically de-evolved into the orcs, but I mean, if you were to see the armor and you succeeded with enough degrees, you'd be like, this doesn't look Like this
Yeah,
looks
all
far
right.
too advanced for orc armor. It's actually smooth.
So let's see if I get it. So -40 or -50, just to see if it's not.
We'll go with -50.
All right. So I do need a 1. So.
Oh wow, you were close. Wow, you.
No,
oh
I
no,
wasn't.
never mind.
Nowhere
Sorry,
near
it
it.
was.
No.
Sorry, it was -5.
Nowhere fucking near
No,
it.
sorry, it was
so
-5.
close, man. So close.
Oh yeah, it looks like a ravaged orc mega armor. You know, the fact that the head is the same size as a space marine, you're like, yeah, also larger than a space marine. You're like, yeah, you know. But if
my
you
target was 1. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
if you don't want to take anything from this site, then you can move on.
For Albie, Albie asked, what did I get? So my target was 1 because I had 47 -50, so it's -3. I needed a 1, and I got 87.
So you'd basically be taking part, Albie. There's the only thing that's really in a whole piece is the head. The helmet of it is still in. You can take it, and it looks like a mega armor helmet. The other parts are all broken, blown up, but you would get wiring. There would be componentry within the armor. But the only part that's really intact would be the helmet.
I kind of want to take the helmet.
You can take the helmet.
How big is the helmet again?
It's larger than a space marine's head. Like helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gigantic. It weighs probably the same amount as a heavy melter.
Can we retrofit the helmet into a chest piece?
Probably. If we got a fucking welder or something, probably.
Possibly.
I mean, we do have a Cray, so because
We do.
If
Cray also has a fucking welder.
that is indeed true.
Sure, great. I can do a law check for you. We'll go over Adeptus Mechanicus because it's not Archaeotech. That's
If it's still technically speaking intact, that could be a cool chest piece, right?
You did better than I did.
So no, Cray, you got by 1. Cray, you also don't notice anything particularly strange about the armor. But you do. So technically, you have a hunting trophy, because that's what it would be classed as, of a mega armor helmet from an orc. You can also, if you pick up the parts, gain componentry. So again, this would be wires and other parts that you can't easily access. You don't have access to at the moment.
We should be able to have enough room in the cart to take at least a good chunk of it. So, like, say if we take like one of the arm sections and a little bit of like loose bits, like for now, how much would that give us basically, or do we have to take the full thing?
No, you can grab just because again, most of it is shrapnel essentially. So you can go around and just grab the big bits, which again might be an arm, a leg, a chunk of torso, and the helmet. The helmet on its own is a hunting trophy, but the component, the part, you can get componentry from. So if Cray sits there and takes it all apart, he'll find again what copper wire and other bits that can be used.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take the components from Orc Mega Armor.
Because these would be classed as complex components.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like plates of ceramite, again, wires, servos, hydraulics.
Ceramite, plasteel. There's actually probably adamantine in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's high tech equipment. It is literal high tech gear.
Yeah, it's exotic and components, which comes under adamantite, ceramite, and like I said, wires and things of that nature that you can't. Well, Izmir does not have access to that kind of stuff, so you could use that.
It's rough because it's orc, but at the same time, it's still.
Some of it is also salvaged from Imperial stuff, so there would be, like I said, wires orcs wouldn't normally have, plastic covered wires, but you will find some in there because they salvaged it from Imperial equipment.
For reference, I'll get us a picture of like what the mega armor actually looks like.
Yeah, because it does actually have advanced componentry in it. So.
Just to confirm, Heinrich, you're more melee focused, right? And you also have a shotgun, correct?
I'm melee pistol kind of focused. I'm kind of like a sword and pistol kind of guy.
So you're closer range, right?
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
We should probably make you a dope chest piece.
Make me a mega knob.
I mean, well,
so yeah, that's the kind of shit you can see from mega knob armor. By the way, if you look in the Flecks of Starlight chat.
Yeah.
Do any of the arms actually have weapons? That's actually.
So it doesn't. It appears to be completely smashed and broken, but it does look as if the helmet of the first image is kind of the helmet that you're getting. It's a fully enclosed helmet. Whereas the arm, it would be part of like the chain arm. So that's where you're getting like the wires and stuff from.
Yeah.
But the actual blade parts and all gone, smashed to bits.
That first arm, by the way, or the first image, the right arm is a flamer, by the way. So if that's what that thing is, so that's probably not there. Unless it was, maybe that's why it's all fucking scorched.
But yeah, you can grab those. You can grab those parts, add it down into the cart, and then Craig can take them apart later on to actually get a number of components from it.
Will I put down the scrapped weapon as well? We'll keep it separate from the actual component parts, or just like include it in the components?
Just include that in the components because it's not a usable. Like you couldn't fix it into a weapon, but you could take the parts out to fix another weapon with it. So like Cray's cybernetic saw arm that he got off the pirates.
Oh yes, yeah.
So, as you collect up your bounty from the catastrophic failure of some orc thing, you move on. You stop a bit before to point out to Cooney, oh yeah, look, that big monolith thing. Imperially made. Yeah, rogue trader, monolith.
Oh, just not as impressive.
Oh yes, what do you think about monolith? Impressive. Thank you. They all say that.
Should probably put that onto the map player.
The joke will go right over her head. She doesn't get that.
Yes.
There we go. As you come to the meeting place. So, I now need to move you over to Adeptus Mechanicus meeting. There it is. There it is. Many, many maps down. God, I have so many fucking maps already. As we come over, I believe it is a black screen. Yes, it is a black screen. This is good. So,
good.
I will give you a little corner. So you are technically off in the distance. You're looking over towards the meeting spot. Jesus Christ, that is a small. There we
go. Do we plop down our players over?
Yeah, if you want to place down your tokens. The herd beast is with Muttermouth and Thomas. They're going to stay back.
Okay. Redacted is twisted again.
It shouldn't be redacted anymore. It should say Cooney. Does it still say redacted?
I don't think you've updated it yet. Yeah, still redacted. You may just need to like change the name on the token, and then you might need to update the token again.
If I change the name myself, like, did it change for everybody? But again, every time I put down the token, it's still going to be redacted.
But that, I literally.
You need to remove the old one and then remake it because it's fucking weird. Whatever the recent update for Roll20 is done.
I think I updated it, and that's why it didn't do it then. But I just updated it without. Yeah, we'll use the whole bloody name. Someone had to have a fucking 15-syllable bastard name, didn't they?
It's literally my rank, my planet, and my name.
Yes.
It's how Talfire warriors are named.
You degenerate.
I don't even have a nickname yet, so
there you go.
glad.
Place your token down. Should now be. Is it still redacted? I literally just updated it. What the fuck?
Still redacted.
How is this?
It's fine, dude. I'll just change it every time.
How is this possible? I literally saved it and it went to nothing. Like I saved it and it was. Hang on. Let me save it. Let me pull out another one. No, it's still saved as redacted. What is? Hang on. Let's edit the sheet. Is it the sheet that says redacted somewhere? No. It doesn't say redacted anywhere on the sheet. Controlled by Why is? That's dumb and kind of infuriating. So even if I save it, show no nameplate, update token as default, what is that going to do? Copy the token image and settings as the default token for this. Okay, up. I really hope this doesn't get rid of the token. Right? So it says it does not say redacted anywhere on this token now. Now I'm going to save it. I'm going to pull out another token. And there we go. I fixed it. There we go.
But why is it sideways?
There we go. And then we'll
God damn it!
Say,
Trigger my timbers.
The sidewaysness is just because someone is sideways.
Snarky.
Better now.
So can I get some awareness checks?
No.
There you go. No longer sideways.
So.
Fuck! No, I'm fate pointing that. Hey! Sorry.
Any bonuses or minuses?
No bonuses, no minuses. Unless you're literally taking time to sit around and wait.
No.
So Cray, you got 3.9, so you got 4 degrees. Heinrich, you got 23, which is 2 degrees. And Cooney has gotten
2 degrees.
2 degrees with a 42. Okay, so as you look over, again, you are further out than what is going to appear on the stream. You see what can only be described as a Taurox vehicle.
Holy shit.
There appear to be a number of monotask servitors that are at the front and the back The ones at the front seem to be chained to the front of the vehicle, and the ones at the back appear to have their arms fused onto the vehicle. There is a individual who is sat in the driver's seat. He appears to not notice anything, as you are again at distance. However, Cray, you do notice with your I think it might be 5 degrees because you're 4 or 5 degrees. You do notice something sat on a tree. There aren't many trees here, but there are some. It is the grapple hawk. The grapple hawk sends a data package to you. Oh, actually, I shouldn't give it. I shouldn't just assume that it knows that your its target is, I believe it's 80 from last time. So yes, it does detect you. It sends another data package to you. It is encoded again, but it's easier for you to decrypt it this time, as you already know the cipher, being Adeptus Mechanicus. Do not mention that I am here, brother. My master wishes to remain secret. May the hallowed cog guide you in your path. May the Omnisire guide you, bless you in your actions. Be skeptical, but not afraid. You have returned home. The rest of the map, to a degree, will be presented forth. The individual also gets to do a roll. So this is a data package. You are able to, so it has an auger array, you have an auger array. That's how you're transmitting this data. It's all through auger arrays. So you can send a message back. Yeah, well, it's okay if you know his name.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the guy on the Torox, is he a jolly fat red man in a red suit as we're approaching that time of the year?
No, he's not.
Damn.
He's not.
Thank fuck.
I didn't want to have to rob Santa of his cart.
I don't want to have to kill Santa again.
Again?
So the tech adept orderly does not notice you approach. I actually need to double check on something else that's in the mono tasks. Do anything. I do not believe they can. So they would only be going under their... Okay. So I do get to do a roll. A hidden roll. And no. So as you are scrutinizing what is being seen, Cray holds up a hand and informs you all to hold position for a moment. The tech orderly, he is not wearing red. He is actually wearing a dark blackish grey. He doesn't look. He's not looking in your direction, so you can only see part of him. He's also behind the wheel of a vehicle. The part you can see does not look massively cyberized. But he does have on his robes in areas, he does have the sign of the Adeptus Mechanicus. There is the hallowed cog there, and his gear does seem to be in a well-kept manner. You would guess from the look that he's not a fully initiated member of the Adeptus Mechanicus. He doesn't wear red robes. They're a blackish grey.
Blackish grey is Metallica, isn't it?
You don't see, well, you see the Adeptus Mechanicus symbol on him, but you don't see any significant sigils of any other cult. You know that the binary cipher is that of the Void bearers. So a rogue trader, Adeptus Mechanicus, who are living on Void ships their entire lives, not necessarily directly aligned to Ryza, Mars, or Metallica. So this could be a sub cult.
Sorry, it's not Metallica. Metallica's white. Sorry, that's my mistake. So he's a explorator kind of thing. Explorators have their own, fleet quarters and stuff like that. If need be.
He's an explorator, but he's also technically a tributary, as he is a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, but he is not an adept. He's not a tech priest. He's one of the lower ranks who would be trained up to become a tech priest later on, or just remain in their position of, manual labor. Treated better than a serf, but not as good as a tech priest.
Okay. At least he's not Mars. Right. Okay. So I'll whisper over to Cray. Is he hostile? Is he not hostile? Is this who we're meeting?
Cray informs you that according to his cybernetica, this is the exact location that was given. Cray, do you inform the group of the new data package that has been delivered? Yes. So as you're watching him, as you're watching him, he does appear to be quite relaxed. He is looking around, but he doesn't really seem to be in any rush. 5 minutes or so go by. He appears to take out a cylindrical object and begin smoking some product from a pipe. But it doesn't appear to be a drug of any sort, as he seems to still be quite with it. From the smell,
a cigarette, basically.
From the smell, you'd gather that it's a low stick, but it's just not in a cigarette form. It seems to be the technically a low stick is not made out of tobacco. It's made out of chemicals. Go figure. But then low sticks
Well,
are...
some of them are actually strain of, what do you call it?
Yeah, some are tobacco,
actual plant.
others are just a chemical mix which contains nicotine and other relaxing chemicals to help you with your addiction and keeping you calm and so forth. It's not low and it's not obscura. The smell on the wind is definitely the smell of low sticks. A Heinrich, you would know definitely that it is not proper tobacco, as you would have smelt many times before with other rogue traders smoking proper cigars and different types. Like in some imperial worlds, they smoke a type of seaweed. The seaweed has nicotine in it, but it gives a different flavor, a different color smoke, so on and so forth. This is definitely the bog standard. It is chemicals mixed into something that you smoke.
Okay. He's not blazing it, but it's definitely something similar to it.
It's not a weed. It's not a...
He's he's fucking vaping.
40k terms,
He's literally vaping.
He's enjoying a smoke of some sort. As another 5 or 10 minutes go by, as you're just watching and observing, you can see that he takes something shiny out, a bar of some type, and snaps something off after opening it, and begins munching on it. Cray would probably recognize this as a very basic food ration given to Adeptus Mechanicus personnel. No, there's no other communication from the grapple hawk. It is still there, but its wings are folded. It is in the trees, and the orderly does not seem to notice it. Like, you never see his head peer up at the tree, and it is well above him. Like, the tree is quite large, probably the same size as a house. But the orderly's eye line never really moves up or down. He just seems to be sat there waiting.
Okay. Okay. Who's going to approach, me or Cray or all of us?
Probably a bad idea to allow Cray to approach first and have us flanking him if we do approach together. Because, I mean, they are his people, right? Out of character.
Yeah, it's his tech acolyte.
So,
so the data package was: don't fear, be skeptical. Don't be too trusting, but to not inform him of the grapple hawk.
So this guy isn't the same one from the guy from the grapple hawk, but they probably work together. It's probably a like faction thing in their establishment.
Yeah, the grapple
Right.
hawk appears to be of a different master.
Yeah, it could be like multiple fucking tech priests vying for control of this place again.
oh,
We're about to introduce into fucking mechanicals politics. Hell yeah. Potentially.
just gonna get dropped into the middle of a potential mechanical civil war. Yay.
If this is what you're saying to me, Cray, we will have to warn Cooney to be careful. Like you will need to be careful. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to give you the fucking trying to cover up as much of your armor as I can. I'm actually going to give you like the long foreman's jacket to throw over it a little bit more, like try and tie that up a little bit more, and like put the hood up. Maybe that doesn't really have much of a hood, but it's something.
Yeah, I can do that. I was already planning on it,
Yeah.
really straight being at the front.
Stay behind me, Cray go first, then myself alongside him, and then Cooney will stay behind us.
Yep. I'll even try to stay behind some brush that covers just my little body.
Okay.
All right, we start approaching it, I suppose.
Hey!
Marvelous. So the last bit of information I can give you is that the Taurox is not in the Adeptus Mechanicus colours. It
No,
is
figures
in
much.
a Rogue Trader livery. However, the Rogue Trader symbols, where it would have the house images, have all been removed. So, as you approach, it takes you a couple of minutes because, again, you're meant to be further away, looking at a distance.
Yeah. Also preparing Cooney, because fucking don't.
Yeah.
I don't need another fucking member of the squad being vivisected.
Yeah, I take no offense to this. I also think it's wise. I am an envoy. I know when to shut up and stay put.
It takes you about 5 minutes to get to where you are now on the map. So you are in shouting distance. If you wish to shout, you can, or you can get closer. And you can move your own tokens at this point if you want to be positioned in a certain way, or,
Okay. Yeah, so
Move a few squares.
there, you go behind us. There you go. Unfortunately, fucking Heinrich's sense of pride kind of goes, yeah, I have to stand beside whoever's at the front because I'm equally important.
So,
oh, I can't even speak the language? Yes, I will step forward.
you are close enough now to where you're in speaking distance. Do you want to shout out anything? The tech orderly still seems to be... Well, I'll give him another roll just in case I get like a really good roll. No, he's still quite oblivious. You want to do a spurt of binary, Cray? Or Heinrich, do you want to give formal introductions? Ahoy hoy!
I think a binary greeting might be... Or, hang on. Yeah,
Okay.
spurts and binary.
So a spurt of binary greeting is well, leaves Cray's augmetics. Cooney, a noise has been emitted. The tech orderly visibly jerks in surprise as he hears the binary. No, not. Oh, did I put these as? Are these on the map player?
They're on the map layer, aren't they?
I put them on the map player, didn't I? Got
Yeah, they're on the map layer.
grab the entire map. Are they all
You
on?
did.
Oh,
You
they're
just
all
did.
on. They're all on the map player. Oh, I hate. Why did I do that?
You have to do the one by one.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Hang on. Yoink. Ah,
I was
why
going to say
would...
GM layer. I was going to say fix the ground, GM layer it, and then grab it.
Just grab everything. Stop grabbing everything. Right. You go to GM.
Control Z.
You go to token. And then we need to go
Yeah, the tokens
to
now.
the GM layer. Did I go to the GM layer? Pull you back. Place you on the map layer. I guess I built it all on the map layer for some retarded reason. I don't know. And then we go to...
It helps with scale.
There we go. So the orderly visibly jerks, moves over, so he's now leaning outside of the vehicle. Now he is face onto Cray. You can see that he has what would be considered a poor quality cybernetic eye and partial face. Think of this as when you go to the opticians and you have a set of the glasses on where they put multiple lenses in to correct your vision. He has a number of mechadendrites, tiny ones that bring lenses in front of his eyes. It would be considered poor quality on most Forge worlds. However, it looks in immaculate condition. And as the lenses move, they move in perfect unison. He over zooms and then the lenses move away as he's able to get a really good look at you, Cray. He fumbles for a moment, putting his pipe away, and brings forth a... it's a bit like your handheld Vox, but rather than a handheld Vox, he puts it to his throat and returns binary. He transmits a binaric greeting before exiting the vehicle and looking at you again, Cray, sees your red robes. Upon really noticing your red robes and seeing your Adeptus Mechanicus insignia, he goes to one knee, bows deeply, returning the box to his throat, and greetings, Adeptus Mechanicus brother. I am Tech Orderly, humble servant of the Adeptus Mechanicus Explorator group that has taken refuge over this world. He doesn't seem to stammer, but his Vox, we're going to call it for now, again seems to be of poor quality, and it is stuttering as it transmits the binary. He takes a moment and tell me, Tech Priest, hello, Tech Priest, the individuals with you, who are they? He has a noble gait. He raises himself up off of the floor. We do not speak of the Rogue Trader House, mighty Tech Priest of Adeptus Mechanicus. They forsook their sacred duty. Thus, they were purged.
Oh, I am. Hang on, is this in Gothic?
No,
or is it binary?
Still binary.
Okay.
That's binary. Interesting. Please tell me more about this purge.
Please tell him I'm not part of that Rogue Trader house.
He explains a very basic So we came to this world with the rogue trader house, but he performed many heresies against the Adeptus Mechanicus. The schism was inevitable. Our group decided that it would be best for the sanctity of the Adeptus Mechanicus to remove ourselves from his service. Fortunately for us, later he was purged in the Great Scouring. His ship was destroyed, his house was eliminated. He is no more. He points over to the monolith. That is one of the few remaining symbols of his faulty power. You would, or I will remind you, when the Fetits told you of their first and second great sorrows, they did inform you that the rogue traders' complement of Adeptus Mechanicus did abandon him, or a big group of them abandoned him to go south, and another group went in another direction. And then calamity befalled, and many people died.
Okay.
I didn't respond in the normal tongue. I approached to Hungry and Uni. It's a part of my crew, and they can't speak the holy tongue, so you don't have to speak by them.
He bows, removes the vox box from his throat. Greetings to you. He is speaking now in Low Gothic. Sir, you have a noble gait. Are you Imperial? Are you sent here with a ship?
Me specifically?
Yes.
I am Imperial, and I am looking to get my ship back, but it was taken from me.
He looks a bit crestfallen. You are of nobility. Your stand, your gait. He's talking about how you're holding yourself, as you would have proper posture, unlike most Imperials.
Yeah.
Who would slouch.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not a full-on noble, but I well, kind of, yeah, I guess. But yes, I am from another house, not of the one that brought you here.
He thinks for a moment, and that is not an issue, sir. We have no hatred of all rogue traders. Just the one that brought us here cannot be named for his treachery and heresy. We will not conduct ourselves with that wretch, and we need not, as he is no more. Tell me, is his ship in orbit still, or was it as we feared and it was destroyed?
I don't think we got a chance to see it.
No,
I'm saying this out of character. I don't know. I don't think we got it.
We did get sent here as out of shelter. We did get sent here as prisoners, so we got all the time in the hold, so we didn't get to see any space. So,
Unfortunately, from our predicament, we never got a chance to get a good look at the what do you call it? ship corridors or the space lanes, but we know of at least one true ship in orbit. And we
disheartening.
know. Was there something still aboard his ship that you needed?
Everything. All our heavy equipment remained on his vessel. We were unable to extricate it before we learned of what he had done.
Let's see. Okay.
He moves forwards away from his vehicle. The monotask servitors seem to do nothing. They are literally just sat there as locomotive. We received message that a brother was in need. Thus my masters sent me to await their arrival. He looks at you, Cray. Are you all that is coming?
Oh, I think Cray is muted again. He's dying. Oh,
I'm no
boy.
longer dying.
Not with that attitude.
Indeed, I am no longer dying. I say yes, for now we are all that coming.
He looks sorrowful. But then the one behind you, mercenary?
Under my employ.
Understood. Brother, we can offer you sanctuary should you need it, supplies if available. We are stretched thin, but for a fellow brother, we can offer what we can.
I thank you for the offer, brother. And I think it's probably best to be discussed with the persons in charge of your expedition, of your immediate superior, or the one responsible for contacting, so that you can come to a well-oiled cooperation.
Of course, brother. The Magos would be most pleased to meet another brother of the hallowed cog. Please, enter.
I'm going to quickly whisper. Is it an actual Magos or tech priest or?
He motions towards the Taurox.
That was a high. That's even I know that's a high-ranking Mechanicus member. So
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, our natives. Fuck, that's right. I will stop him for a moment. Sorry, no. I have I have two more. Actually no. Fuck, I have a fucking herd beast as well. Shit. Apologies.
Question mark? I don't care.
Yeah, well, we get them to, I guess, follow. I'll ask him to wait a moment, and I need to talk to our local guides. Would it be fine if we take them with us? We have our own cart to go alongside you, maybe.
You have indigents. Of what breed?
They go by fetid. What?
Beastmen. Abhumans.
Yes.
We are aware of
We've
these
discovered
species.
many abhumans.
The subspecies is known to us. They are welcome, but they will not be granted access to our most sacred and hallowed place.
Oh, okay.
We will provide security for them, as long as our brother here vouches for them.
Crazy moment to get rid of the furries.
Good job you didn't bring any Ismirians along. It's like,
Yeah. Thank you. I almost forgot because I didn't see him on the map. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's just ourselves. But hang on, where's our cart? I'd rather kill the Winchesters first. The Winchesters. All right. Well, no killing the furries until we kill the ancestors. Then, okay.
Okay. So it looks like Cray is vouching for them. So they are called over, and they are presented forth.
When I first saw that, for some reason, the first thing I thought of was fucking called TV show.
Supernatural?
Yeah, Supernatural, the Winchesters.
The tech orderly looks not happy, but understanding.
We make do with what we can. Unfortunately, many of our resources were taken from us as another great enemy joins the fray here, I'm afraid.
Yet another enemy to the Imperium and Mechanicus. There is much of this world that should be purged. The
Very.
Intigens have been of somewhat use to us. Thus, we do not exterminate them on sight. This subspecies is that we know of. They have provided assistance in the past. Prometheum
Excellent.
is at a critical low, brother.
Yes, that's. I'll motion up for them to follow alongside us, and we'll get them to move in or move up.
Negative.
I think we can take the cart.
We will provide transportation. You cannot know the location, thus, you will be blindfolded. Only our brother here will have access to locational data, strictly protected by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Your creature will be led by our servants. As he says, will be led by our servants. I need to go to the was it the map layer or it is the GM layer, isn't it?
From the trees.
Maybe I put them, maybe they were tokens. Are these actually tokens I can move? No. So then they're map ones, yes? Yes. Okay. 2 tokens. I build everything on the token layer, apparently. On the map layer, rather. As he says that, from around the trees, there is a large amount of rustling. You would notice, as the rustling starts, that the grapple hawk takes off to the sky. It flies directly up. It will essentially hover around, but it will not be seen. 8 combat servitors make themselves known.
Are they painted purple by any chance?
No. These combat servitors appear to be in very good condition compared to the other combat servitors that you have seen.
Jesus Christ.
However, they do not have heavy weapons attached. They actually have autoguns.
Oh.
I will
Twilling auto guns?
whisper.
Or just auto guns?
Just autoguns.
I will whisper to Heinrich. Should I stay with the fighters, or should I linger with you too?
No, you're. Apparently, all of them are going with us. We're all going to get blindfolded and shit for this. So,
Also, this feels very, very wrong.
yep.
The party is placed inside of the vehicle.
Lives on here.
The servitors provide you with blindfolds. And the herd beast is tied to the back of the thorax. Well, that'll do. The servitors do watch you with scrutiny. They are obviously under protection protocols.
Of course.
Didn't want that. But they are not directly hostile. Like, they don't take out goads and start beating you or anything like that. But they do keep weapons trained on you. The gun servitors take up a defensive position around the Taurox and the cart. The tech orderly leans through, opens up a small window to the back. Do you have nourishment? Do you need edibles to be provided?
First he vapes, then he fucking blazes, now he's fucking asking if you want some edibles. Fuck's sake. Fucking stoners, man.
Hey man, the munchies are hitting.
I'll wait for Cray to answer first, but I'll probably accept something from them. Actually, no, I won't. I'll accept water. That's about it. Although I can't even see what they're fucking handing me.
I
accept his offer for
for nourishment. He informs you that you can remove your blindfolds for the moment as you eat and drink. He hands you through the window one Mechanicus ration bar and informs you you should each eat 1 cube, which provides 1/4 of your daily nourishment. And he provides a water canteen. As you eat it, it is flavorless. Utterly flavorless, completely boring to eat. But once you've eaten it and had some water, you do feel quite full.
Yeah. It's not based for... It's for nutrition, not taste.
Yes. And it expands in your stomach.
Like rice at a takeaway. Or a buffet.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, as you finish eating, the blindfolds are requested to be put back on, as you can hear him saying a cant to the Adeptus Mechanicus, where it is quite clear he is asking for locomotive power provided by the Adeptus Mechanicus. the servitors, the monotask ones, begin to grunt as they begin to pull the Taurox forwards. You get quite tired, Cray. You are enclosed in the back of the vehicle. You travel for a full night, where you have to sleep where you sleep. As the vehicle is pulled along. I then bring you to the Adeptus Mechanicus's location. Cray, you are aware of what's going on and how far you've travelled, given your Adeptus Mechanicus implant. You will also be ending off the session very shortly. Don't worry. Can all of this fit on the map? Jesus Christ, just about. Right. Let us move some things over, because the vehicle rather does stop. What's gone on there? The vehicle does stop. The Fetits are told to wait, and they remove themselves. Protection is granted for them. The 2 gun servitors stay with them. Oh, also, I would have pointed out, because I forgot it didn't carry over. He is very impressed at the fact that you have a hallowed piece of archaeotech, Heinrich. I completely forgot there is actually a servo spider who is with you. He's very impressed, very, very impressed at this, and gives you many, many happy sounds.
So for a second, you're going to say head pats. I was like, no, I'm concerned, but okay.
Move these over a bit as they take up new defensive positions. I'm going to zoom the map out, and you'll get to see the whole... Oh, you can see your tokens, which is kind of funny. Except for Cooties. Cooties doesn't show up in the darkness for whatever reason.
I can see my nameplate, but that's it.
I can see me.
As you are presented the Adeptus Mechanicus's main fortress.
Ooh.
These people look funky.
Oh, damn.
As you remove yourselves from the vehicle, you'll see that there is a whopping great titan that appears to have fallen on top of a large tower. The tower has spiked through its midriff. There are a number of gun servitors, servo skulls, and another weird type of servitor that you have not seen before, as welcome to the Titan facility upon this world.
Oh my god, that's a plasma gun on legs.
It is. It is.
I just zoomed in. It's a fucking plasma gun on legs.
What's the button to show tokens again? It's Control S.
Shift Z. When you click on the token, Shift Z. Control Z reverts. Also, I love the use of the Dawn of War map, by the way.
Oh, why is it not showing up on the stream? Hang on.
It's not showing up for me either.
No.
Not showing for me either.
I'm here.
Hang on, show token.
There we go. Yes, it is. It is a plasma gun on legs.
Dibs.
At least it has cute little eyes on top of it.
It does. It does. And that is where we end our session, as it appears as if the rumors of the Titan holding facility on this world were true. Just unfortunately for Heinrich, it's already been inhabited by the Adeptus Mechanicus. And in the next episode, we will be moving down into the bowels of this place, which are quite extensive. So, certainly hope you've all enjoyed this episode and are looking forwards to future episodes to come, where interesting things will happen. This was not exactly the way I was going to have the group come to this location, but, you know, decent rolls were made on my end, and I got to push the game forward somehow, so, you know, here we are. Happy days for our Adeptus Mechanicus friend, as he now has access to more cybernetical things. So, happy things and happy screeching noises and beepy boopy noises for the future. I certainly hope you've all enjoyed this episode and looking forward to future episodes to come. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot to shill. If you do enjoy this series, as I've had more people subscribe recently, do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like, comment, and pass the videos around, because I was going to let my channel die, but then more people subscribed, and I've realised that if more people will subscribe, then I should probably carry on, you know, with the YouTube channel, not just do this stuff off camera for just shits and giggles of enjoyment. So yes, do comment,
Carry on the dream.
do subscribe. And yes, we will see you all in the future for future episodes. Take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
See ya.
Didn't get a